In the heart of the sprawling metropolis of Nightfall City, a chilling legend had taken root, a tale of a modern-day Dracula who prowled the neon-lit streets in search of fresh blood. The city's residents lived in fear, their lives overshadowed by the shadowy specter that haunted the night. Meet Alex, an ordinary taxi driver trying to make a living in the bustling city. He was well aware of the rumors that circulated about the mysterious vampire lurking in the shadows. But like most, he dismissed them as urban legends designed to send shivers down one's spine. One moonless night, as Alex navigated the labyrinthine streets, a peculiar passenger climbed into his taxi, a man dressed in anachronistic attire, with a pale complexion and sharp, gleaming eyes. The man's presence sent a shiver down Alex's spine, but he brushed it off as mere coincidence. As they drove through the deserted streets, the passenger engaged Alex in conversation, revealing an uncanny knowledge of the city's dark history. He spoke of the ancient cemeteries hidden beneath the concrete jungle, the forgotten catacombs that ran beneath the subway tunnels, and the centuries-old secret societies that had thrived in the shadows. Alex couldn't help but feel an unsettling sense of unease as the man's words grew increasingly cryptic. He had heard tales of the vampire's hypnotic charm, but he never thought he would encounter it firsthand. The passenger's piercing gaze seemed to penetrate his very soul. They arrived at their destination, a forgotten, abandoned theater on the outskirts of the city. The man paid the fare and stepped out, inviting Alex inside with an eerie smile. Against his better judgment, Alex followed, the overwhelming sense of dread compelling him to obey. Inside the theater, the man led Alex deeper into the darkness. The air grew colder, and the only sound was the echo of their footsteps on the aged wooden floor. The man finally stopped before a hidden passage, its entrance concealed by a heavy velvet curtain. With an ominous whisper, the man revealed his true identity, the vampire of Nightfall City. He had existed for centuries, feeding on the lifeblood of the city's inhabitants. He had witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the passing of generations, and the evolution of Nightfall City into the modern metropolis it had become. The vampire extended an offer to Alex, to become his eternal companion, sharing in the dark and immortal existence he had come to cherish. But the offer came with a chilling ultimatum: Alex's compliance or the fate of his loved ones. Torn between the horror of the vampire's proposal and the fear of what he might do to those he cared about, Alex hesitated. He couldn't bear the thought of becoming a soulless creature of the night, but he also couldn't fathom the consequences of refusing the vampire's demand. Just as the vampire's hypnotic influence began to take hold, Alex's phone rang, a call from his daughter, Lily, whose voice cut through the supernatural trance. She had sensed her father's distress and had called to check on him. The sound of Lily's voice shattered the vampire's hold over Alex, and he realized that the love for his daughter was stronger than the vampire's dark power. With newfound determination, he declined the vampire's offer, knowing that the safety and well-being of his loved ones were worth any sacrifice. Enraged, the vampire lunged at Alex, fangs bared, but the taxi driver was prepared. In his pocket, he had carried a small vial of holy water, which he splashed onto the vampire. With a hiss of pain, the vampire recoiled, his ethereal form dissipating into the darkness. The theater fell silent, and the oppressive aura that had filled the air lifted. Alex emerged from the passage, his heart heavy but determined to protect his daughter and the city from the vampire's malevolence. From that night on, Alex became a guardian of Nightfall City, dedicating himself to the pursuit of the vampire, who had vanished into the shadows. He knew that the vampire would return, and when he did, Alex would be ready to face the modern-day Dracula and rid the city of its haunting terror once and for all. As the city slept, Alex patrolled the streets, a silent sentinel in the darkness, waiting for the inevitable return of the vampire of Nightfall City, determined to protect his loved ones and the unsuspecting residents from the sinister forces that lurked in the modern world.